What's up, guys? Well, I did not think I would be making you guys a video this week or anytime soon, but I saw something yesterday that really grabbed my attention. I was on ProBoxingOdds.com yesterday just to see if anything new was on the board, anything stuck out, because I have not been seeing anything worth playing. All right, and I see the name James Degale, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is he doing? All right. I see that he is a favorite over a guy named Matt Floyd. I immediately started looking into Matt Floyd because James Degale is done. He has been done for a long time. James Degale has not had a fight in over 6.5 years. Over 6.5 years. His fight against Eubank was in February of 2019. All right, guys. When he fought Chris Eubank, he was done. You know, from what I can remember, and I've not seen the fight in full since it happened. He was constantly moving away. He was hardly throwing any punches. I tried to find the full fight, which I did not see it on YouTube, but I uploaded some highlights of it a while back, years ago, whatever it was. It was like 3 minutes or so, whatever it was, like 3.5 minutes. And from what I saw, it was what I remember. You know, he was constantly moving away. When he did throw, he was inaccurate. He did not look good in that fight. All right. Again, that was 6.5 years ago, over 6.5 years ago. James Degale is now 39 years old. I looked into Matt Floyd. Coming to find out, Matt Floyd was 15-2. He lost his last fight, but in his defense, it was against a 23-year-old that was 5-1. He is 36, so he is 3 years younger than James Degale is. Matt Floyd was the guy who just fought Shane Mosley a few months back, and he won that fight. I actually watched that fight last night. There's not a lot of positive things to say about Matt Floyd as far as his boxing skills. He fights with his hands low. I'm not crazy about his technique. You know, he's a bit robotic. Maybe you could say very robotic. All right. So there are things about him that I don't like when it comes to his boxing. I'm not gonna say he's a world beater, even though he's 15-2. A lot of guys didn't have good records. The one loss he had, his first loss, people were saying that he got robbed in that fight. All right, he was fighting a guy that had a big record, a guy that was considered a legend. Guys, having said all that, and I thought about just not even touching the fight. But if I didn't touch it, and if he was to win this fight, I would be mad at myself. All right. So for that reason and for other reasons, which I'm about to say, I decided to play Matt Floyd in this fight. Matt Floyd is going off as high as a plus 240 at DraftKings, FanDuel, and BetOnline.ag as I do this video. All right. Guys, he has been very active since 2021. I believe that's when he made his pro debut. Officially 15-2, and I think he has other fights that's not on his box rig. This is his bare knuckle debut, but it's also James Degale's bare knuckle debut. I view Matt Floyd as being more of a street fighter than James Degale, who has admitted that he's never had a bare knuckle fight. He's only used to using boxing gloves, and there is a difference, man. Fighting bare knuckle, fighting with boxing gloves, and something, about Matt Floyd in a lot of his fights, and it does not look pretty. He grabs, he puts his left hand behind guys' heads and punching, doing that illegal shit in pro boxing. Well, while that looks bad in boxing, you can legally do it in bare knuckle. And he knows this. I know he knows this. And he will be doing it usually to his advantage. I think James Degale is going to have more of a boxer's mindset and not more of a fighter's mindset, all right? And I think that could work in Matt Floyd's favor. Yes, while James Degale was an Olympic gold medalist, that was in 2008. 2008 was a long time ago, guys. While he was a former world champion, 2015, 2017, 2018, again, a long time ago. His best days are past him. All right, the guy's not had a fight in over 6.5 years. While he is fighting somebody who is active. While he might not be great, at least he is active and he is younger. I think he has the better mindset for this. I view him as being more of the street fighter because of his past. He was in their street life. He was part of the leader of a gang. All right. Been through a lot of shit in his life. Which I'm not going to discuss here, but the guy has been through a lot. And when I saw them having the back and forths on the stumping ground and at the press conference and all that, I view Matt Floyd as being the one that's more in control, the calmer guy, the more collected guy, not the guy that's just flying off and trying to have the upper hand by talking loud and repeatedly saying the same old shit, trying to throw in some low blows here and there. I view Matt Floyd as the more composed guy. All right. So for those reasons, for his, I believe he would be a tougher guy in this fight. I think if somebody quit in this fight, it would be Degale before Matt Floyd. All right. Matt Floyd said he has never been hurt, he's never been dropped, and I can believe that. I can see that. We know James Degale was not looking good when he last fought, guys. And he's going off as a decent sized favorite in this fight. Because of his name, who he is, what he accomplished. And I think odds makers and bettors not seeing Matt Floyd as being that good. But, this is not pro boxing, and James Degale is not in his prime. All right. People in the comment section saying that he's not looking good, he's not sounding good, he's just doing this for the money, the payday. He said to Talk Sport that, he kind of want to have, maybe a few fights. He didn't say for the paydays, but we know that's what it's for. All right, kind of have a few fights and get back out, kind of leave on a different note than the note that he left on, claiming that it was women and it was partying and shit while he was looking the way he was looking. Maybe he was just faded in his early 30s and did not have it anymore. All right, had been in, I know he was definitely in a war with Badu Jack that could have changed his life and career forever. All right, so I decided to play these odds, even though Matt Floyd may not be a great technician, a decorated boxer. He won some like minor belt title, but while he might not be a world beater, may not be a major world champion. In this situation, with the odds that they're given, I have played them. All right, and you guys might want to look into it. This might be something you might want to look at. All right, so really that's it, guys. Quick one from me. Let me know what you guys think. This fight will be on Saturday on DAZN. Bare knuckle, BKFC. So I didn't even know about it until yesterday. So this worked out for me in the past when what's his name fought a few years ago. Fought my man Get Down James Brown. I'm having a brain fart on the guy's name. Guy used to be with Top Rank. Fought Brandon Rios 3 times. I knew that was a hell of an opportunity. These ex-boxers who are past it, trying to make some money in bare knuckle, could be a good opportunity. All right, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Good luck to you if you play this and any other bets you play this weekend, and I'll check in with you guys soon. Thanks for watching.